So this is pretty much like the overview when you look at my collection. So I'll just start with like down here. That isn't actually makeup. That is like a bedside table, this thing here. I'm pretty sure it's from like IKEA, but I'm not sure because it did come with my apartment. On top I've just got a couple of books and some nail varnish, and then a picture of me and Tom and a little teddy and a little skull. So as you guys can see, that's what it just looks like. It's just nice just to have there in like the little corner, just so that I can look down when I do my makeup and see me and Tom from a couple of years ago. In the top drawer is bedding, and then in the bottom drawer is like weave, so pretty much nothing special. And then here is a box from the brand Triangle. They sell bikinis and swimwear, and I got a bikini from them. I love the box. It's like matte black, and I keep all my receipts in there basically. When you pan around, this is also the bit. So I'll just come over here again. Yeah, this is just a clear storage that I got from Aldi. Not the best, as you can see, some of the drawers don't actually close. I keep a couple of bits of like workout bits down there, and then like loads of wires and stuff to do with like camera stuff. So my old camera's in there, chargers are in there. The top one has backdrops, and then my fluffy pink backdrop at the top. So those are the two side bits that don't really have any makeup in. And then yes, now I'm going to go over to these and then work my way over like so. On here I kind of keep my perfumes because before that they were all laid up front and it just took up so much space. So, like, I got a cage thing. I think this is meant to be laid down or laid up. I've obviously put mine up. Some of my favourite fragrances, so the Versace one, the mini one is actually from my friend Sarah. She got me that and I was like, oh, I have the big one as well. So that was kind of going in my bag. If you can see Sarah, it's pretty much finished because I always have that one in my handbag. Some DKNY ones. My favourite fragrance of all time is this. This is Katy Perry Killer Queen. And I'm probably on my last spritzes of those. My Chanel No. 5, that was my mom's. This is Tom's perfume, and then a Marc Jacobs one in the back. I have a little Buddha. I think this one was from Primark, I think. My little gold Buddha. And then a silver, like, textured skull. I think he was from Dunelm Mill. I'm not entirely sure. And then I just have a coaster, which this one is Groot. I recently got the Marvel, I don't know if you guys are going to be able to see, Avengers placemats, but if you guys follow the vlogs you would have seen that because I vlogged about them. On top I have this. I'm not really sure what it's actually called, but it was my mom's and I kept it when she passed away. And then on top are my Mickey ears that I got from Paris. And then I have a picture of my goddaughter always up there, because I love her, miss her and whatnot. I got a little penguin which Tom got me from the Sea Life Centre and a birthday crown. I have like a little bag ornament which Sarah got me as well. And then my favourite Bum Bum cream. I don't know how to say this, the brand Sol de Janeiro I think, which is the same spray as that. That's like the body spray and that is the cream. And then I just have a Hamza hand just to like keep me safe and whatnot. So then these drawers are the Alex 9 drawers. I'm pretty sure you guys have seen them in loads of collections and in my past collections as well, because I haven't really changed my storage. So I'm going to delve into these now. Wish me luck, okay? So I know that looks like there's a lot of stuff in here, but there actually like really isn't. The first one is a MAC box. This is a lot of samples that I get from MAC and from Selfridges. I've got a doll lash deluxe case, which I won some lashes this week and they came in that, so that was cool. It wasn't from Doll Beauty, by the way. It was from like another competition, like my nail lady Ashley. She launched her new salon and she did like a massive raffle. And then in the back are some backups of products. I've got a lot of stuff that's backups. So most of it is my Mineralize Loose Foundation in Extra Light. You guys know that I'm fucking obsessed with this. I have a backup of the Violet Voss Holy Grail palette, a backup of the Jaclyn Hill Morphe palette, and then this is a 3 3 brow kit, which used to go in my brow drawer, but I just never had a chance. It just kind of like went in there and just didn't leave. In the next drawer, I feel like you guys know my drawers already from my declutters, but oh well. In my next drawer is skincare. This is the only skincare I own. I don't have a lot of skincare because I keep my skincare very minimal because I have extremely sensitive skin. At the front, these are kind of like my go-to everyday constant, and then it kind of filters into random crap as always. This thing has been the best thing I've ever discovered in my life. This is the Garnier Skin Active Micellar Oil Infused Cleansing Water. So the old one that they had was this one. And I was talking about in my vlogs that my skin's gone really weird, and every time I put this on it kind of burnt. And then I saw that they came out with this one which had oil in it, well, oil infused. And it's for sensitive skin, and it just feels a bit nicer on the skin, like it feels just a bit more hydrating than the other one did. But I did have a little one of these on the go at the time, which is why I've kept him. He'll be good for like when I'm traveling, or like when I need to like clean up like a liner or something with a Q-tip. My bio oil, you guys know the trusted bio oil will always be in there. I do need to get a backup because I don't even know how many bottles of that I've gone through. I don't even want to think about it. I've got my NARS skin toner, the U-Tan and Tone coconut tanning water, which is amazing. I love that. Like I said, the mini Garnier, my cocoa butter, which I use every night. I use bio oil in the mornings and then cocoa butter at night. I've got the Bobbi Brown vitamin enriched face base, which I'm still kind of testing out, and then Q-tips. My favorite lip gloss of all time. If I'm ever in a video, this is what I'm wearing at the beginning. If I'm in a vlog and my lips look glossy, this is it. I wear this constantly. Everyone knows at work, like Soph and clear lip gloss. It's just the shit. The Charlotte Tilbury Take It Off. I love this when I have like glitter or really heavy makeup because it does take a lot off. The MAC Cleanse Off Oil Tranquil. Haven't tried that yet. The Vaseline, what is this? Like cocoa oil. It's really nice in the summer. It reminds me of holidays so much. Got some contact lenses which are Tom's. I just keep them in here so that he knows they're safe. My nose thing for my hay fever. You know, it's not exciting. Like, skincare to me doesn't excite me. I do want to get more into skincare, but, you know, I'm kind of happy with what I use. The next drawer down is when we kind of get into some fun stuff. It's kind of where, like, the makeup can start to begin. Lashes. This is a whole drawer of lashes. All these black ones there and these pinks, so those as well. Oh, Lily Lashes Mykonos are my favourite of all time. I love the Lily Lashes Mykonos. These are flirty lashes. I've got some, are they velour? I've owned these for years. I think if you guys watch probably my first makeup collection, they're probably still in there, I think, because I never want to wear them, but I don't want to get rid of them at the same time. Some Doe Beauty ones. These are the Divine, which I won in a giveaway. And also Lisa, I don't know. Then I've got some Socialized lashes. These are quite good, especially if you're in the UK. She ships really fast. I think she might have a warehouse. This is Carissa Parks on YouTube, by the way. That's what I'm saying, sorry. I think she has a warehouse in the UK because I got mine super fast and there's no tax at all and they're relatively inexpensive. I think they're like £7 to £11, but I could be wrong. And then in the back, I've just got more affordable ones, like some ones from Primark, some eyeliner ones and like individuals, but I kind of just range, well, like that. Basically, I just wear Lily Lashes the majority of the time. So the next drawer, I feel like to the untrained eye, this looks like a lonely drawer, like there's a lot of gaps. This is some lipstick. Well, this is like my other lipsticks. The next drawer is like the majority of them, but you'll see. I've kind of divided them in brands. So I've got some Urban Decay ones up here, some NYX ones. Like that should really have a different home, but you know what I mean? Like I've just branded them. So you've got Kat Von D, Maybelline, some Wet n Wild. What brand is that? Bite Beauty, Makeup Forever. I hate when brands just do that. Like, what is the shade? And Makeup Forever is always called like numbers. But like, look how beautiful that is, and I'll never know. So I don't really wear a lot of lipsticks, if I'm honest with you guys. If I do, it's usually my MAC ones because I know, because obviously I work there, I know if I see the shade like Candy Yum Yum, I know what it is. As opposed to these ones, like the Bobbi Brown one, like I have no idea what kind of shade that is, do you know what I mean? But probably the NYX ones are probably my favourite in these drawers. I do reach for my NYX lipsticks a lot. The Urban Decay ones are really nice as well. I've got some Sleek in the back, some Rimmel. I've had this one for years. If you guys watch my first makeup collection, you'll see this as well. I've had this for years. I don't wear it, but the novelty of it will just be with me forever. That is how the majority of my lipsticks that I use look, by the way. Like, I don't know how they get that shape, but that's how they do. I'll never get rid of that because it just means too much to me. So yeah, that is just kind of like my other lipsticks. These are all my MAC lipsticks. There's a lot. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I was gonna colour order these and colour coordinate them. I don't have that time. I really want to, but I don't have that time. At the front, I do have some Tom Ford ones because they never fit in any of the acrylic holders that I have. And then I have a couple Marc Jacobs ones. I really like the packaging of them. Like, it just screams luxury to me. I don't really wear any of these, again. Like, it's really bad. I have, like, said to myself, because of how much makeup I have that I don't use, that I'm actually going to use a new makeup product every day. So maybe in the next collection I'll be like, I've used everything, it's great. These are all like the normal packaging, and then it kind of goes into your limited ones. So I've got some from the, is this Chris Chang collection, the Brooke Candy collection, the Cinderella collection. I've got a couple from the Mariah one. The ones over here are from the Zach Posen collection, and then these ones at the back are lip intensities as well. That's kind of like my MAC lipstick collection. I have asked if you guys want me to do a video swatching them all and trying them on, and you've said yes, so that will be coming, don't worry. I've pretty much got the majority of shades because I own a lot, as you guys can see. But yeah, that's like kind of the lipsticks I'll wear because I know them, and obviously most of the time I am going to work. And then I'll probably just put clear lip gloss on top if I'm honest with you guys, or I'll wear a liquid lip. So the next drawer is the start of my liquid lipsticks. I actually have 2 drawers full of liquid lipsticks. Again, I keep mine brand ordered as opposed to colour ordered. I don't know why, but I just don't feel like I'd know what to do if it was colour ordered, and it would take far too long to colour order them. So these are all branded. So these ones at the front are all my Colourpop ones. This one's a really stunning colour. The only thing I don't like with the Colourpop ones, if you guys can see, the oil like separates them. So you have to constantly shake it, and I just feel like that changes the colour. I don't know if it's just me and maybe I don't use them often enough or what. I mean, I have had them for a little while. I got them before they were even available in the UK. So maybe that's the reason, but that really annoys me. Like half of them, well, probably all of them are separated, and it kind of, that's what puts me off using them more than anything. And then it goes into some drugstore ones. So these are the Makeup Forever, MUA liquid lipsticks. This one was probably my favourite liquid lipstick at one stage. If you guys have been with me for a while, you probably remember. It's in the shade Tranquil. I'm pretty sure that's the shade. And it was just such a beautiful colour. I'm pretty sure I put that in a giveaway actually. Did I? I don't know. I don't remember off the top of my head. I think I did. And then I've got one from BH Cosmetics, and then these ones are my NYX lingerie, lip lingeries. I did a video reviewing these. I got a lot of shit for that video because they're not my best formula, and I just think that they could have done a lot better. But I do like those shades that I've kept. And then I've got a random one. I think that was from New Look. Is that a Sleek one? Yep, Sleek. And then I've got a Too Faced one there, because this is actually meant to be like that, so it kind of stays with the Too Faced family. These ones at the front are my Dose of Colour ones. This used to be a favourite anyway. My whole hand is going to end up looking like nudes, I can already tell. Like different shades and different tones of nudes. I do like the Dose of Colour ones. I did a review on them as well. They're not my favourite formula, but they are really nice. They're very comfortable on the lips, to be fair. I've got some Too Faced, what are these? Melted Liquefied Longwear lipsticks. Some liquid lipsticks as well. I got that one for like 50p from work. This one's a melted latex. I've never used it, but for like 50p, I wasn't gonna say no. I mean, I might wear that. Who knows? That's like a summer colour for me. I've got some from Maybelline that I haven't yet used. These are still new to me, to be fair. I am going to be doing a drugstore look soon, which I want to use them in. All these little babies there are the NYX Soft Matte Lip Cream. Some of my favourites are Athens. Cairo is a very big favourite. That's a backup, and that's the one that I have on the go. Cairo is a stunning shade. I love Morocco, one of my favourite like blood oranges. And then up there I have the NYX Suede. So like I said, I try and keep them brand orientated. I know this NYX one's there, but they're like a different formula. I don't know if that makes sense. To me it does, and like I know how I've organised it. That's one of the NYX metallics. I don't even remember ever getting that. Wow. Some Coloured Rain babies, a Bleach London one. I've got some Huda Beauty going on. Nip and Fab, their makeup collection range is amazing. I love their liquid lips. Some balm ones, Lime Crime that I never used. I could not stand that formula, but that shade is such a unique, gorgeous shade. I'm pretty sure I've used that in a tutorial as well. It's like a khaki. At the time that I got it, nowhere else did a shade like it, which is why I kept it, but their formula is horrific. It breaks and crumbles so quickly. And then I've got some from LA Girl in the back here. is a little trio from Ciate that Sarah got me. I think she got me this like a year and a half ago. I'm really sorry that I haven't used it, Sarah. So again, these are brand orientated. At the front, I have my MAC ones. I do really like this shade, which is Bengal Tiger. It's a stunning orange. They're just not my favorite formula. I don't know what it is. They're just not my favorite. Then I've got some Sephora ones. Sephora one is amazing. Oh my gosh. There's one that's like a nudish that I really liked. I think it was this one. This is in the shade Petal Luster, and it's a luster matte. And when you put that with like a nude liner, oh my god, it's so beautiful. The Sephora one is probably one of my favorite formulas. They're really comfortable. Then I've got some Jouer ones. Jouer do an amazing formula. They are stunning, but I'm pretty sure they're like a, what are they called? A lip cream as opposed to a liquid lipstick. Some of my favorites are Peach or Peach. Really like Melon. My favorite of all time would be the Buff one though. That's a stunning one. And these two rows here are from Anastasia. They may be my favorite formula just because they're so pigmented. They are creamy, and as far like when I've ever used them, they've never crumbled on the lip, which is a massive thing for me. Pure Hollywood was like a real cult favorite for me. I've got some MAC Retro Matte Liquid Lip Color. They have like a little like shimmer in them, like a metallic almost. These are little ones that Sarah again got me, little blesser. These ones are from Sephora. I keep them there. And they've got Minnie Mouse just chilling. You guys know I love me a Minnie Mouse. Some L'Oreal. I've got some Lipland. Yeah, Lipland there. These are the NARS. What were they marketed as? Like lip creams or something like that. I've never really used them. I did buy all the 3 shades that they came out with. But I've never used them. I'm really bad. Like, I'm really bad. You guys, you know this by now. These are ones that came in a set with Primark. These ones are Ofra. Brooklyn has been used quite a few times in my tutorials. And then we have Jeffree Star. And then this drawer is probably my favorite because I love lip gloss so much. Lip gloss is probably, I prefer it to lipsticks. I prefer it to liquid lipsticks. I love a lip gloss. Again, brand orientated. Your front 2 rows are MAC, different ones. Some of them are the Dazzle glasses, which are discontinued, which is so sad because they're so pretty. Like, that is such a gorgeous look. These ones are like the plush glasses. Oh my god, that was like my favorite for so long. They reek. They really smell so bad. And then I've got some Dose of Color ones, some Anastasia. I kind of stick with the same brands if you guys, you know, can not tell. I've got some NYX ones in the back. I never really opt for the NYX ones if I'm honest. Like, most of them have still got their seals on them. We've got some L'Oreal ones. Buxom ones are really nice. They're quite cooling on the lip. I think they're a mini plumper almost. Some Marc Jacobs. You guys remember that was one of my favourite Marc Jacobs lip glosses ever. Sephora. Some Dior. My NYX ones. These NYX ones smell insane. A Kiko one and like other random brands. But I love lip gloss. This is probably one of my favourite drawers. It's usually always open because I'm always topping up my lip gloss throughout the day. Even if I've got no makeup on, I always like to have gloss on to like moisturise my lips. And then the bottom drawer I won't go into because it's just hair crap. Like nothing interesting at all. I will leave all my storage, like my acrylic holders that we saw in the Alex drawers and these ones in the links down below, don't worry. So this is the newest edition, this one over here. I've had this one for a little while. Then I brought this one because I was just running out of storage. These are from Amazon. They are relatively expensive. I think they're like in the 50-60 mark. But you do get really good sized drawers and there's quite a few of them. They're really sturdy. This one's moved with me once. They're both about to move with me again soon, and they've lasted me a while and they do hold a lot. It does come with a flap on the top. I've kept mine off because I like just to get in straight away. So I'll move on to this one first. So I thought I'd just move it over here just to make it a bit easier for you guys to see. In the top we have an extremely large, unnecessary amount of glitter and pigments. That's annoying. This is the part that I've been dreading because I just don't know how to go through it. At the front, so again, it's all brand organised. Most of it in my whole collection is brand organised just because I know what I have from each brand And I know that if I'm like, I really want to use something from MAC today, or I really want to use something from Violet Voss, I'll know, you know, where it is. The front are all the Violet Voss glitters, probably some of my favourite glitters ever. I do have a Sugar Pill, like loose pigment under there as well, because he didn't fit anywhere else. At the side down here, we have some Lip Cosmetics glitters. These are stunning, stunning glitters. You can get them in so many different shades. And in a variety of sizes as well, like depending how chunky or how big you want the glitter. I've just bought a few more from IMATS. None of this collection has my IMATS stuff in, and I will have an IMATS haul either up before this or after this, obviously. I'll leave a link down below if it's already up. If not, stay tuned if you like love watching makeup, because there's a lot. I did a lot of damage in IMATS. All these ones here with black tops, and those two are MAC. I don't even want to go through all these. Like, I've got such a large amount of like loose pigments, loose shadows, glitters. I haven't got any of the new glitters that they've launched with just yet. Some of them are reflex. These little ones like this are all like samples. Here I have Makeup Geek ones. These are the Makeup Geek sparklers. I did own every single one that they came out with, but this packaging is diabolical. There is no sieve on there. There's no stopper. Like, they literally fall out everywhere. So, oh look, it's fallen and it's fallen. There we go. So it was just a hassle that I only kept the shades that I don't really have in any other brand. I may go through them again and get rid of them all, but they were just such a hassle that I just had to say goodbye to them. I have some ones from NYX. These are stunning. Shanghai Sun is such a gorgeous like tan orangey shade. This was one that they had at Christmas time, I'm pretty sure it was, and I just wanted it for like the red glitter at the bottom. We have ones from Stargazer. I get these ones from IMATS personally. I don't know if you can get them like elsewhere. You probably can. And then we've just got little ones, like some of these are Glitter Eyes, which is that one. Some Too Faced ones, and yeah, just a random array. Different brands and what glitters they have. So the next row down again has more like loose pigments and glitters. All these, this row here are all my Inglot. They're probably one of my favourite loose pigments. They're so stunning, so unique. Again, I picked up a couple others. The two at the back, one is, oh, they're both Kiko. Someone told me to get them, so I was like, okay, and I did. I think I did a tutorial using them for a drugstore prom makeup. I'll leave it linked down below if it is. The ones at the front are Peaches and Cream. I haven't really experimented with them, if I'm honest, but I've heard such good things about them, so I really need to buckle down and use them. These ones on the side are Dose of Colours. Am I correct? Yes, Dose of Colours, and they're called the Ideal Duo. And you get one side that's like a cream. Evidently I've used that quite a bit. And then one that's like a loose powder, pigment, shadow kind of thing. I've got some from Makeup Geek. Afterglow is stunning, especially on the skin. One's from Sigma, some Makeup Revolution, LA Girl, Makeup Addiction, LA Splash over there, and yeah, just like random brands and pigments. This is why I like them being in here, because they're so pretty to look at. Oh my god. The next drawer goes into loose eyeshadows. Again, I tried to brand these so that they were all together for the same brand, but I feel like they've just been moved around. Oh my god, this is messy. I have ones from like Makeup Forever, some Kat Von D. I don't think I've ever used these, if I'm honest. I don't think I have. Have you guys ever seen me use them? Because I sure as hell do not remember. Yeah, some from Kat Von D, some from Sugar Pill. Sugar Pill eyeshadows are really pigmented and really nice. Got some Stargaze in the back. This Bobbi Brown one is such a beautiful, like, neutral, smoky eye builder shade. But because I can't depot it, I like never use it, because I just usually always use my palettes. My Sleek blush in Aruba, which you guys know, is a Sophie Ride or Die. It's a beautiful orange, bright shade. A couple from Sephora, a Kiko yellow, some makeup store ones, which I never use, some Ardency In ones, which I never use. But you guys know I said every day I'm going to use a new makeup product, so you'll see it. You'll see it soon, honestly, or you'll never see them again because I'll declutter them. Who knows? The next drawer is way more organised. This is probably one of my favourite drawers to come in because of how organised it actually is. At the front we have NARS, we have Illamasqua, and we have Colourpop. So at the front we have like my NARS Dual Intensities eyeshadows, which are beautiful, beautiful products. I just remember being like a major NARS whore so long ago, and I miss it. I love NARS packaging. It's so like sexy to me, like it really is. And then I've got some of that's a blush, but I use that as an eyeshadow. That's Taj Mahal. But then there's some ones that are duo-sided, like those, which are really pretty. And I've got some Colourpop, like I said. Some of these dried out, and I need to declutter them very bad. I need to do a new declutter series. If you guys want to see any more declutters, let me know in the comments down below, and I'll do that. Next one down is MAC. You know that I had to give MAC its own drawer. Some of these are like little palettes that obviously can't be depotted. Some of them are shadows that can't really be depotted anyways, like the extra dimensions. And some of them I just can't be bothered to depot just yet. So we have some like single ones that are still permanent, like Humid. Humid's a really nice green, but it's a bit of a shimmer. If that was a matte, it's stunning. What I think that MAC lacks a lot of is matte shadows. Like they have really nice shimmery ones, like Ruddy is gorgeous, which is this one, but it's like a shimmery red and I want a matte red, do you know what I mean? But yeah, I have some from a limited edition collection, which is Chris Chang, some Trolls. I've got the Mariah palette, the red one in the back, again it hasn't been used. I've got the Vibe Tribe. I've got this gorgeous one, you know this, you guys know this if you've been here for a while. You know this for that one shade. That blue is everything. I've got a Zac Posen one. I've got the Toledo. I've got the Fruit a la la collection. And yeah, just like MAC stuff that isn't in a palette. Final one in this has some palettes. A couple of these I'm actually selling. I've just put them in here so that I know that they're safe. I've got a couple of Kat Von D ones. I'm selling one of them. The Tom Ford I'm selling. I've got a mini Tartelette Tease palette. Never used it, of course I haven't. Naked Basis, 3 Duo eyeshadow. This NYX one, which I've used quite a few times. I really like this because I enjoy those 3 shades a lot. My Melt Cosmetics stacks. I've got the Dark Matter stack, the Radioactive stack, the Rust stack, and then the Lovesick stack, which is that one over there. And then I have another Sugar Pill Pigment because I didn't know if I was going to keep them or not, so I kind of left them in there because there was space. Moving on to the second tower. So when you buy these, they come with this divider and then another divider. In the other one, obviously I don't have a divider, and then in this one I thought I'd keep it. Everyday necessities in here. I've got eyelash curlers in one section. I don't know why I own 4 eyelash curlers, but I do. I've got like a mini mirror if I need close-ups, some eyelash glue, some nail glue, a pen, you never know, some tweezers, a hairpin, some nail clippers, a mini brush, again, you never know, a bubble, hand sanitizer, and sharpeners are in there, and then a picture of my dad in the back because he just chills there. He loves being in the makeup, it's okay. So the top drawer are just liquid highlights, liquid illuminators basically. My favourite one is the Nip and Fab in the shade Liquid Gold, Rose Gold. It's really nice. I have the Iconic London ones. I have a couple from Cover FX. The Makeup Revolution one's really nice. It's very close in rating for me with the Nip and Fab. I just ever so slightly prefer the Nip and Fab one more. Ever so slightly. I have the NARS Multiple in Laguna, which isn't really a liquid highlight, it's more of a bronzer, but I never use it when it's in the bronzer drawer, so I thought I'd leave it in there and see if I use it. One from New Look that's never been used, one from Model's Own, and then I have like squeezy tube ones, so a couple from NARS there, that's a Maybelline one, my Smashbox wand, these are a couple of like sampley sized, the Cover FX glitter drops, which I really want to try. And then these ones are kind of like your typical liquid ones. So you've got like the Tarte one, another Tarte one, Away We Glow by NYX, and then a Lime Crime one, which I don't get. If you guys own this, please let me know how you use it because I just don't understand what it is, and there's no instructions, and there's no name. Like, I don't know what it is. So yeah, like I said, these new drawers are a work in progress. So the next drawer down is kind of like cream highlighters, like actual like creams. So the Marc Jacobs glow stick. I have the Illamasqua Gleam. Oh, come on, Illamasqua Gleam cream highlight, and then some from MAC. Just chilling in there, which I reckon I'll fill this up soon, even if it's with more like liquid highlights or if whatnot, I don't know, but I'm pretty sure that'll get filled up soon. The next drawer is paint pots, colour bases, all your shenanigans. At the front, this one's more separated in colours as opposed to brands, so you guys are proud of me. I like to switch it up every now and then. So at the front we have my nudes. We've got MAC Bare Study, MAC Lane Low, which is a favourite, MAC Soft Ochre. Don't really like it that much, but I feel like it's a cult favourite. I much prefer Lane Low because that is more of like a skin tone to me. Like Soft Ochre on me personally, it's just a bit too yellow and it's a bit too light. The Maybelline Colour Tattoo and Rubenesque, which is somewhat of a new one for me, which I really like. It's not actually a nude, it is a glowy one, but I just put it there because there was space. You can kind of get into like your bronzy ones, so I've got ones from like Smashbox, no, Sephora, sorry, Kylie Cosmetics, Tom Ford, never use that obviously because you guys know I don't use my makeup apparently. One from Make Forever, again I haven't used that. Yeah, look at that. Brand spanking new. And then I've got some like colourful ones from MAC as well. Then they go into some blues, so I've got like Morphe, Inglot, my MAC Pure White, another colour tattoo. Yeah, just like cream colour bases and paint pots and what have you. The next one is somewhat similar to that, as in these are like cream bases again. Some of them are like glitter glues at the back. They're like adhesives and my lip glitter glue and whatnot. And then you come into, I don't really know, like I just had this drawer spare, so I put these in here. Some of them are bases, like that's my MAC Pure White paint stick, which you guys know I love for colourful looks. These Touch and Soul, I don't really know what these actually are. Like there's like a liquid on one side, which is really nice. Foil, I think, which I'm pretty sure you're meant to like dab on top. Then I've got some like liquid liners, some eye primers, some more bases from like Maybelline, Laura Mercier, what brand is that, Buxom, Ico. And then again, like I said in the back, you've just got like glitter glues and shadow insurances and all that kind of stuff. And then the bottom drawer is really random for it to be in this cube, whatever you want to call it, because it's powder. I kind of wanted these to have their own space. Where they used to be with my blushes, and it was just too chaotic in there. Wasn't a fan of it that much, so I decided to give them their own home in here. These are my under eye powders and face powders. I don't own many actually I do own many face powders, but I don't use face powders, so it was really weird for me to see why I had so many. My MAC loose foundations in extra light and light. I've got one from Rimmel. Underneath Rimmel is a New Look one. I've got Hourglass, which is really nice to set my face like in the summer because it gives off like a radiance to the skin, but my skin is set, especially on those sweaty Betty days. Makeup Forever Pro Finish Powder. That's probably when I used to set my face, that one, and the Cover FX are my favourites, but I don't do that anymore. Giorgio Armani, I've got my MAC ones, Charlotte Tilbury powder, NARS powder. I have kept them just in case I do ever go back to setting my face, but I don't know if I'll ever do that. So I've just kept them just in case. And I've got my under eye powders as well, which, you know, are my cult favourites. So then these are now going into one of my Alex 5 drawers. So I've got two Alex 5 drawers, one here, one on the other side, and there's like a tabletop from IKEA. Like I said, I'll leave it linked or down below, like what my storage is and everything like that. So this is the first drawer. This is all primers. This hasn't changed very much. I have all my sprays to one side. My top ones are my favourite. Urban Decay B6, Urban Decay Chill, and the Cover FX Illuminating Setting Spray. But I also have a Scandinavia one, the Marc Jacobs, Urban Decay Quick Fix, and the MAC Fix Plus in gold. These are all like illuminating primers. So I've got ones from Sephora, Inglot, New Look, Josie Maran, which one? I don't know. NARS, Becca, some MAC Strobe, L'Oreal, Urban Decay, L'Oreal, NYX, Hourglass. This is a really, really nice one for when I don't wear any makeup because it's a colour correcting primer, so it kind of like balances out my skin tone, which I really, really, really appreciate. I have pore filling primers, so my Tarte one, a Too Faced one, absolute all-time favourite makeup forever. I've actually got these back here are backups, by the way. So you know how I said in my other drawer that I have a lot of backups in drawers as well? Those are backups. So I've got a backup of that, and I've got a backup of that. And don't judge me, but I've just repurchased that again at IMATS and that again at IMATS. So I've got 2 backups, which... The discount's just too good, okay? The discount at IMATS is just... It just makes you buy shit, okay? So this is the drawer where, like, the bases that was in came from. That's why this drawer looks, like, really, like, sad and lonely and empty. Over here I have brow sets and, like, brow pencils. For some reason I've got a crap ton of brow pencils. I don't wear them. I don't, and I've just got so many and I don't know why. Like I said, I need to declutter, and if you guys want to see it, let me know. I do have some brow sets though, which I do use religiously. One of my favourites is the NYX. I use that a lot. Got like Anastasia, L'Oreal, Ico, MAC, the usual really. In the back, I've got a backup of Black Track and 2 Anastasia brow pomades. In here I have my brow pomades, so I've got some from Anastasia. They're not my favourite, they dry up super fast. I've got MAC Dip Down, which is what I pretty much use every single day. It's the perfect colour for me. I've got some from Freedom Makeup, a deep dark brunette, a true brunette, a dirty blonde, a redhead, or from MAC. One from Colourpop, and then the NARS one, which was my favourite, but it has dried up. But at IMATS I did buy Duraline, so I might use it with that and see what happens. And then up here I've just got my black gel liners. They live here because otherwise this drawer would be very, very pathetic. And then over here I've just got mascaras. I have a crap ton of mascaras. There is no need for anyone to have this amount of mascaras, especially when I only ever use those 2. So this is my favourite drawer. If you guys have been here for a while, you know foundation is my all-time absolute favourite thing in the world. At the back you guys aren't going to be able to see, but I do, oh, let me just use both hands. I do have backups of foundations again. Like I said, I have backups of a lot of things. I am a hoarder. I like stuff, and if I like stuff, I buy a lot of it because I want to make sure I always have it. So this is kind of like the classic example of me dividing things. By the way, don't just ignore all this here if you see any of it. It's all samples and like things that I need to try. But yeah, this is kind of like the classic example of me dividing things into brand. At the front, I have my NARS. So I've got NARS Sheer Glow, NARS All Day Luminous, NARS Radiant, NARS Tinted Moisturizer, and then I've got a NARS Velvet Matte Skin Tint over there, but that can't stand up, it has to lie down. I've got the MAC Pro Longwear, MAC Studio Fix, which I don't use because the last time I did my skin, if you saw it right now, you'd understand. Just does not work for me. I have my Makeup Forever Ultra HD sticks there, and also the Makeup Forever Ultra HD foundations there. And then the Makeup Forever Water Blend foundations. I have my Too Faced, the EX1. These are the Giorgio Armani's there. The Hourglass Vanish Stick. Another Giorgio Armani Maestro Glow. So the Tarte Shape Tape. And then the Tarte Rainforest Sea. That's probably one of my favourite foundations of all time. The Charlotte Tilbury one, which I just don't get. I don't get it. I don't like it. Fenty, Clinique, Marc Jacobs, Natasha Denona. Got a massive one of the YSL Touche Éclat foundation, which again I got free at work. The Cover FX Cream to Powder foundation. The MAC Pro Longwear cream foundation. Another Tarte one's knocking around in there. Another L'Oreal one's knocking around in there. Yeah, my favourite drawer in the world. I love, love, love foundation. So then now we're moving on to concealers. That's in the next drawer down. Most of my concealers are in lipstick holders because I like them to stand up so I can see them all. Otherwise they're like crushed on top of each other and I don't know what concealers I have. And you guys can tell I've got a large collection, so I don't know what I have half the time. At the front are kind of like colour corrector concealers, even though I don't really use them. Some of them are like cream concealers as well. But these ones are kind of the ones that actually match me, and if I have a really, really bad blemish, these are the ones I do tend to go for. I only ever really use the Maybelline Eraser Eye though. I do have the MAC Full Coverage Foundation. Sometimes I use that to sculpt out my brows. I use the Rimmel one to sculpt out my brows in drugstore looks. I've got like a Kiko one, a Becca one, another Kiko one, a Marc Jacobs one. At the front here is my holy grail. This is the MAC Pro Conceal and Correct palette. I have the light one and I use those 3 shades. Getting into my actual concealers, again, they're all branded. They're all in brand coordination. I have my MAC Prep and Prime pens, which I love. The shade Light Boost is my holy grail. I've got 2 on the go and a backup, and that one's the shade Light. I have a couple of the Pro Longwear concealers, the Water Weight concealer, my Nip and Fab concealer. I've got a couple from Kat Von D, some NARS ones. I just brought more NARS ones as well, because these aren't creamy or radiant anymore. And I've got the shades Caramel, Custard, Custard Honey, Creme Brulee and Chantilly. I have a couple from Tarte and a new one which is in the shade Medium. These are in the shade Fair and Light, so I got a medium one to kind of match my skin tone a bit more as well. The new Urban Decay All-Nighters, the Urban Decay Naked Skins are there. I've got a couple from Tarte, one from Stila, some Makeup Forever, some LA Girl, a Shiseido one, some Rimmel, some NYX, some Becca, some Maybelline, and some Too Faced ones as well. And then in the back, I have ones that are creams again. So I have a few from Becca, the new NARS one, which I've only used a couple of times. I can't remember if I like it or not, but when I went to IMAX yesterday, the lady was like, it's the best thing ever. And I was like, I'm sure I would remember if I really loved it, so I think I need to try it again. Kevyn Aucoin, Tarte, the Fenty one, and a couple of the MAC Studio finishes as well. So now we're moving on to like my cream contours and that. Again, my ones that I put in a lipstick holder so that they can stand up again so I can see. I've got a couple from NYX, some Smashbox ones, Smashbox, Colourpop, a backup of my Matchmaster from MAC, which is there. These ones are like duo ended, these 4. I've got one from Tarte, Sephora, Rimmel and Revolution Makeup. These kind of ones are my go-tos, like my Matchmaster stick, the Inglot foundation stick in 115, Bobbi Brown foundation stick, and then I've only used this, have I ever used this? I may have used this once, maybe twice, from Makeup Revolution. It's the concealer, like the ever so famous one, and a couple creamy ones, and then I've got chubby stick ones down here. This one's kind of like a bronzing liquid highlight, but obviously this is far too dark to be a highlight for me, but I use this to kind of like cream bronze because it's really, really stunning. From Clinique, NARS is down, L'Oreal, a Fenty one. I've got my YSL cream compact one, which is very loved by me. This is beautiful. I love that. A Sleek contour kit, a NYX contour kit. Right, so at the top of my other Alex drawers, we have powder highlights. So these were actually originally mixed with the liquid highlights that we saw in one of the clear pots, but it was just, as you can see, this drawer's already full, so trying to mix it with that was just like getting crazy, which is why I brought those Box Naked Illuminated from Urban Decay. All these are MAC. All these here are MAC. We've got some that are limited edition, some of your extra dimension skin finishes. That was a limited edition one, but it's really, really, really beautiful. At the front we have Becca, which Moonstone is probably easily my favourite highlight of all time. As you guys can see, hit pan badly. I take this every time I go on holiday, every time I go away. It is my favourite highlight ever. I've got a mini Ofra Rodeo Drive. I've got a mini Becca Opal. These ones at the back are Ilamasqua, the OMG and Epic. I've got a couple from Laura Mercier. So these ones were like so far back in my collection that I forgot I even had them. So I'm really glad that I've like changed my system out. So now that, again, I can try a new product every day. I've got a couple from Bobbi Brown. These are the Shimmer Bricks, I think they're called. These just look so filthy. Oh, I'm so sorry, guys. And then these ones are some circly ones, so like not necessarily branded just because they're circle. The ones at the front are Laura Geller's. I've got an Inglot loose one. I've got like the Mary Lou. Ofra Dior one, and then I've got some NARS ones at the front. I've got my little Kiko 208 eyeshadow, some Hourglass, some Burberry, some Fenty at the back. I've got a MAC like palette there because then this kind of goes into palettes. The new NARS one, which I haven't yet used because I'm going to do a full face of NARS makeup. The Amrezy times ABH, some Doll Beauty, a couple of NARS at the front again. These are like little Makeup Forever Starlit powders, I think they're called, but they're really nice to highlight with. The MAC Hyper Real Glow palette. We've got the Nicole Guerrero times Anastasia. We've got a Becca times Jaclyn Hill. The Anastasia Glow Kits down there. There's a NARS Bronzing Glow from Sleek. We've got the NYX Strobe of Genius, the Nip and Fab highlighter palette, which is beautiful. And the one underneath it is the Morphe times Bretman Rock Babe in Paradise, which I haven't yet used. This is the second drawer down. So this is like blushes, or now it used to be blushes and face powders, but it was just too much. I'm still unsure how is best to organize this. So I've kind of like laid them down and hoped for the best. Like the ones that I can see I've laid down. And then there's ones that are like in boxes, like the Down Boy one from The Balm, there's one from Sigma. I've kind of like lined them up. My Becca ones are there. There's a Tarte one, there's a mini Tarte one there, and then these kind of ones that I can see, and then they kind of go there. So I've got some MAC mineralized ones, some MAC Extra Dimension ones, the Milani Luminoso, a NARS Multiple, which is like a cream highlight, which is not a cream highlight, sorry, a cream blush. Oh my god, I've been doing this for too long. I've been talking about makeup for too much. And then at the back I've got palettes. So I've got like a L'Oreal palette, a Sephora palette. Still have never used this to this day. So a Tarte one, I've got Gwen Stefani. This is from one of my subscribers, Kirsty. Congratulations on your baby, by the way. I'm so proud. Well, yeah, I'm proud. Feels weird to say I'm proud of you giving birth, but you know, I am. She got me this. I still haven't touched it because I do own Rocketeer there, but I've always kept this because it's just such a beautiful thing that she did. Now we're moving on to bronzers. I always find like this drawer looks really like small and like lonely, but I love these bronzers, and I look at them and I'm like, okay, no, this is actually quite a lot. Again, they're brand organized. So at the back I've got some Tom Ford ones. I love this so much, but I feel like I can't use those a lot in my channel because they are expensive, like really expensive. I've got a couple of Marc Jacobs one. These have got MAC Shadester, which is that bad boy, and Makeup Geek Complicated, which is that one. Whenever I ever contour, which is hardly ever, I don't usually contour. There's a Stila one there. I've got the NYX contour kit, the NARS Tierra Laguna, I think that's what it's called. The Mariah Carey My Mimi, which I've never used because it's just too pretty. The Tarte contour palette, which I used to use that one to contour with as well. And then we're going to go into some bronzers here. So one of my favorites of all time is the Collection Pressed Powder in Warm Bronze. We've got Becca, we've got YSL, The Balm, Kevyn Aucoin. We've got some Givenchy ones. I always like to say this because I feel bad and bougie. Bougie. And then we've got some Maybelline. There's a NYX one there. Some Bobbi Brown, Too Faced, Makeup Forever. Then we've got the MAC. This is just the standard MAC Fix Plus, which I put pigments in, which I really like. On my body, it looks quite nice and bronzed. So that's a top tip if you guys like to look bronzed. Make sure Fix Plus within it is really nice. The NARS Liquid Laguna. I keep thinking to get rid of this, but I recently put it on my body and I was like, no. It's quite nice actually. I'm gonna keep it. Then over here I've got some MAC ones. So like my MAC Mineralized Loose Foundation. This is in the shade Dark or Dark Tan, which is really nice to bronze with. I've got one from a limited edition. I've got Dark Tan and Give Me Sun Mineralized Skin Finishes, a loose shimmery one from Ingla, and then a couple of NARS powders as well. So in the fourth drawer down, where it starts to get a bit deeper, I've got all my palettes. Well, my neutral palettes. Up here I have like my go-tos. So I've got like my Coloured Rain, which has singles in, my Jaclyn Hill Morphe palette, a couple of the Juvia's Place, which have become one of my go-tos. I've got a Morphe 3502 palette, which I haven't yet used. The Holy Grail, a Colourpop Cute AF palette, the Lorac Mega 3 the Lorac Mega 3 Pro palette, the Violet Voss Pro Ride or Die palette, Kylie Bieber and BH Cosmetics, the Queen of Hearts palette from Coloured Rain, which is absolutely gorgeous. I love that. Some Zoeva for when I do like drugstore looks. I've got the Tarte Artist Pro palette. These again are kind of like brand orientated, but not really. It's kind of like wherever they fit. The Urban Decay Naked Petite Heat palette. A couple more Tarte ones, another Dubious Place one in there. And then toward the back, I don't know if you guys are going to be able to see, I've got some longer ones. So I've got like the Urban Decay Naked Heat palette, the Naked 2 palette. I've got this one from Illamasqua. I've got some MAC blushes, which I've kind of made into palettes that I use on my eyes. And then right down there, I have all of my Morphe ones. If you guys want like a more in-depth every palette I have kind of video, let me know. There's just so many, like the NYX Fire palette. I need a better way to organize my palettes. If you guys have any, please let me know. But I just tend to stick to like the ones up at the front because I just never know what's down there and it's just so overwhelming for me. So then this is what this drawer looks like. So at the front I kind of have all my made palettes down there, which you guys can see in my eyeshadow palette sort out video what they all look like. I have some glitters from Glitter Eyes knocking about the show as well. There's some Morphe palettes under these as well, so like some make it your own, some Morphe. And then I've got my Makeup Addictions Cosmetics Meadow palette. You guys know that's like one of my favorite blues of all time. I've got like a Take Me to Brazil by BH Cosmetics. The Ice Scream palette. These are some more make it your own. Like I said, I will leave that video down below where I sort them all out so you can see them in more detail. I have a couple from Sigma, the Urban Decay Gwen Stefani collab, the Nikki Tutorials Too Faced collab, the Makeup Geek Manny MUA collab, Spectrum palette which Sarah gave to me, and I've never used Sarah again. I'm so sorry. I will use it at some point. That colourful thing that you just saw was a Tarte Holiday palette, and then the NYX Ultimate Brights palette, which is one of my favourites because it's pretty much got every colour you need, doesn't it? So then moving on to what's on the other side of my desk. So on one side we had those cubes. I've got my mirror. My camera usually sits like there. Here, so I just talk about my brushes and my brush holder at the moment. These cages are all from New Look. I do not recommend them for your eye brushes because they will slip through. I don't know if you guys are going to be able to see, but I have a glass old candle holder that I've put my brushes into to put it into that. For your big brushes, they fit perfectly. I really prefer these as opposed to what I used to have, which were like plant pots. I just found that the plant pots just looked like everyone else's and I kind of wanted a little bit of difference. And then I've got a little tiara plate which holds a penguin, a little mug that says Make Dreams Happen that my friend Daniela got me, which holds some of my beauty blenders in, a photo at the back of myself and my father. And then I have a lipstick stand, some sunglasses stands, and then another divider. So we'll go through that. So this lipstick holder is actually from TK Maxx, so I won't be able to link it down below. But most of the others are pretty much the same. This one just holds a little bit more than the others did. So yeah, and I decided to put these lipsticks at the top. These are the lipsticks that I usually tend to go for. And I just put these at the top because one, they are the ones that I usually go for, and two, the ones at the front are like in really nice packaging. In the back I do have two boxes. One is the KKW by Kylie Cosmetics and the other one is the I'm in Love with the Cocoa by Kylie Cosmetics. I just put those there because I'm a sucker for packaging, which you guys have probably been able to tell, and those ones just look really nice and they make it just look a bit more girly. I mean, like, not like all this makeup doesn't make it look girly anyway, but it kind of brings a bit of like pink and like lightness anyway. So the lipsticks we've got some from YSL. I've got my Charlotte Tilbury ones at the front, some Illamasqua are there. You guys know me by now. We brand coordinate around here. These two are from Lipland. Don't like the colours, but they're gold and I needed to fill those spaces up, so they're there. These are my NARS ones. I've got the normal NARS ones at the front and then the Audacious ones, and they're all kind of linked like that because they're magnetic. It is so freaking annoying, but I just leave them be. And then the ones right at the back are Melt Cosmetics. I've got one missing here because it's in my handbag still from IMADS yesterday. So yeah, those are kind of the lipsticks that I do go for. That one there that's missing, it's in the shade Nude from Melt Cosmetics. It is my favourite nude lipstick of all time. It's the one that I usually wear every single day. So that's one that I need to stop wearing and venture out a bit more because I feel myself getting very repetitive with what I wear. And then if you come down, so like I said, these were sunglasses holders that I've just made eyeliners and lip liner holders because I just find them a bit easier. In the first one we just have black liners, both liquid and pencil. So I know if I need a black liner, I go in there and it's done. I know where it is. The next one is more like browns and purples and nudes and then a couple of pinks. So yeah, but I usually only ever go for brown anyway. And then in here I've got colourful ones like my blues, my greens. I've got a pink in there for some reason. I don't think it fit in there, that's why. And yellows, so kind of like a sea colour basically. And then here I've got my white ones. We've only got 2 of those, and then some glitter liquid liners. And then in the ones below it I have lip liners. The first one is nudes that aren't MAC or Kylie Cosmetics or Makeup Forever. So in the second one has my nudes that are MAC, Kylie or Makeup Forever because I tend to have a lot of each of those categories. And then these are the others. So I have 2 that are pretty much filled to the brim of nude liners. Then I have like my reds and my purples, which are like a mixture of brands, so MAC might be in there. And then I have my oranges and then a couple of reds, but mainly oranges because I do like orange lips. So these are all different compartments. You had your lipstick one, which was one compartment, this sunglasses one, this sunglasses one, and then this is like one, but it's like 2 drawers. In the first one I have some liquid lips. These are branded, so there's some Kylie ones, there's some MAC Vamplified. It's the Kylie ones like hers and the ones that are mixed with Kim collab and the Courtney collab. Not the Courtney, sorry, the Chloe. I've got some Violet Voss ones in the back and then some Kat Von D underneath. The last drawer kind of holds like chubby sticks almost. So I've got ones in Too Faced in the back, some Tarte chubby sticks, some Tarte lipsticks, but these don't fit in the lipstick drawer, so they kind of stay there. Some nude sticks, some NARS, there's some Bite Beauty in the back, and then all these white ones are Colourpop, and those are ones that I need to declutter as well. So if you guys are serious about this declutter, let me know, because you guys have seen throughout this video I've said, oh, I don't use that, oh, I don't use that. I need to go through the stuff. So yeah, that is that little section. So then you guys, that is the overview of my makeup collection. Like I said, I have the Alex 9 drawers, 2 Alex 5 drawers, a tabletop. The seat is from Aldi, so I can't link that. Just a random bin, and then everything else is linked down below. So I hope you guys enjoyed this. That is my updated makeup collection.